Right, people. It's time for you to be very quiet. I'm putting together my team. Team is important. There's no victory unless your team is cool. Your team needs to have a few careful things about it. It needs to have synergy with the powers. You need to have the hot blonde one. Can be a brunette, that's fine too. You need to have the mysterious or perhaps an alien member on your team there to provide the light comedy relief, but also to remind you that this is a sci-fi show, not a detective show. You need another male that's not the doctor to kind of allow him to get a bit of kind of tension with, maybe sexual chemistry, not with each other, you understand, but over the hot aforementioned female. You then have the X slot, you know, open for interpretation, maybe the TARDIS, maybe a dinosaur, maybe Bessie, maybe the sonic screwdriver, maybe the moment. The X slot, put in there what you want, and then of course there is the doctor. Which doctor do you choose? Your favorite, my favorite, Lee's favorite? Randomize it. The current one, the old one, the one that feels like a Thursday. So many choices, but of course, once you pick a doctor, you then have to ask yourself, well, does the rest of the team fit as well? Or do you then need to go back and replace your aforementioned hot blonde or occasionally hot blonde? And then, of course, you then need to change the other male and possibly the alien that goes with it. You see, team creation isn't just an accident. It's an art. Welcome to Doctor Who Legacy. My name is the Adipose, and I am busy putting together my Season 8 team, complete with the brand new Danny Pink that was released just this Sunday after the episode, which was absolutely great to have in the game. In fact, he's the last one I need to upgrade to get all these guys to super duper double color yellow 5. Yellow 5? No, double colors. You know what I mean, when you get them to level 5 and they attack with 2 colors. So let's go and see what Danny Pink does if we head over to my TARDIS. Love the new theme tune in the music. It makes the whole thing feel so up to date. Especially for a game now that is, you know, say it quietly, but approaching its first birthday. You know, to be kind of completely up to date with up to date graphics, music, characters is a huge achievement for Tiny Rebel Games, which is great. Instant upgrade. Now, of course, you don't have to use the instant upgrades. You can always grind your way up, and I know that we quite regularly get little comments from people grinding in the chat here. Obviously, we all smirk and have a little giggle, but understand that what we're actually talking about is getting the characters up to where they need to be. Have you enjoyed playing with Danny Pink this week? We still don't know a lot about him. We know he's a soldier, and we know that he's got an emotional soft side, and that's about it. And he's maybe possibly interested in Clara. But here he is, Bomb Demolition, which I believe is I got a bit confused with him. It's actually a bomb diffuse. So if you're getting attacked by bombs, he's going to be useful. And it looks like he's a yellow and black character, which is really cool. And we shall enjoy playing with him. Have I actually managed to level him up? Have I actually managed to level him up? Have I done it? I don't know. I might have done. Oh, I haven't finished doing Strax though. 4 points. We're gonna need every little bit of damage we get. Every little bit of damage, because we're going for Season 5, and it's gonna rock. For those of you that are brand new to the channel, this is Doctor Who Legacy, and I am the Adipose, and this is a match gems game. But so much more, because this is a match 3 gems game that takes place over the whole of time and space. But leaving aside the license for a moment, there's a huge amount of strategy here as well, which is fantastic, or fantastic, as the first Doctor would say. Although his accent would be Northern, not whatever that was. What was that? Fantastic. It's kind of Newcastle-y, and I don't think Christopher Eccleston came from Newcastle. Although that would have been interesting, wouldn't it? A doctor from Newcastle would be like, oh no, it's the Daleks. What are we gonna do, like? And you know, I'm just don't know. I don't think the world is ready for a doctor from Newcastle. But who knows? You know, it could happen. But before I start kicking this Ood's little ball bottom with the back of my hand, allow me to open up the vault. The vault is now open, and you, my little twitchy friends, are earning 1 Addy Gold every 5 minutes, which you can use to enter giveaways. You can use to buy yourself a nickname color down here. You can use yourself to buy a logo. Now look carefully. Those people that have got little logos down here, those logos are bigger than they've ever been before. You know, that phrase you always used to get in adverts, you know, new and improved. Well, this time it's actually true. New and improved logos. You see, like Jodie Fine there just spoke, she's got a big blue star. It's big and it's starry. See 12 Oswald there right at the bottom? A big blue star and a little pink star. Come on, come on. I mean, just think about it. You could be typing. You could be typing. You could be talking to people on this chat with a logo in front of your name. A logo, man. Come on. And everyone will be like, oh, man, they got logo. I love their logo. It's like individual. It's amazing, you know, and all that kind of stuff, so that's what you can use Addy for Gold and for, and were you here last week? If not, where the hell were you? Because five of our regulars won Doctor Who books from Pete from the BBC to actually be mailed to their real life houses, through their real life front doors, into their real life hands, into their real life eyes, with real life books. And they got that with their Addy Gold, and also just being fun and kind of hanging out here as well. So this is the place to be if you want Doctor Who merchandise, if you want to have fun and games, if you want to hear from me, if you want to hear from Lee, if you want to hear from Susan, and if you want to hear from a guy that can talk for at least 2 minutes without inhaling the breath. That's why you're here. Right. We are going to be chatting to Lee, first of all, this evening, and I shall get him in, and then he shall monologue while I take apart this ood. I hope you've already got a kind of like an ood kind of going in your mind, because you definitely need that, you know, the Doctor Who theme tune kind of going there. I'm calling Lee. This is England calling. Hello. This is still England calling. No. Hello.
Hello.
Hello!
Hello, can you hear me?
How are you?
How are my levels? Is that the right term?
Your levels are beautiful, sir. Beautiful. If you just count to 10 for me so I can just look at the little spike.
5, 15, 12, 97.
That's beautiful. Your volume is correct, if not your arithmetic. How the hell are you, sir?
I am good, thank you. I am very good. It's been a long year, but we're hanging in there.
For those of you that are watching on Twitch for the very first time, we are playing Doctor Who Legacy, and the gentleman that you just heard from, despite the fact that he sounds rather asleep right now, is one of the key creators behind this game, Doctor Who Legacy. That's right, the creator of the game is live in your earphones right now, and I do hope you will enjoy hearing from his words of wisdom, and as we discuss epic gaming insight into Doctor Who
I'll try.
Legacy.
I'll try to do some of that. I'll do my best.
Are you a little bit ill?
Do I sound ill?
You sound a little spluttery.
That could be the whiskey. Yeah, I'm a bit spluttery. Yeah, the last week I've had terrible allergies for the first time in months. This week has just hit me, so it's sort of been a bit sucky, but it's all okay.
Are you coming out in cactus like the Fourth Doctor? Please say yes. even if it's not true, please say yes.
Yes, I am.
Yay! He's coming out in cactus. Please take photos. Please go on webcam with your cactus.
You know what's awesome? I finally got the an ability called Huzzah into a level.
Did you?
And it makes sense, and it's appropriate. It's brilliant.
You know you owe me millions in copyright then now. I'm gonna sue you for every penny. Every penny. It's gonna be mine.
Because Huzzah is sort of oldie English, isn't it? It's very much, you know.
I thought it was Newsy Posy. Is it actually Old English?
I don't know, but it feels very Old English. Like you could see somebody and say, you know, the next episode of Who shouting Huzzah, perhaps.
Oh, was that a spoiler?
Well, you've seen the trailer. That's why I made it sort of.
I have. That's true. I have. Indeed, that does look very Old English. Oh, that's so cool. I shall have a thoroughly excitable mark out moment if and when I see that. Then.
Yeah, well, yeah. Susan saw it for the first time today. She know I put it in there, and she liked it. So I'm sure you guys will. As long as I get a smile off somebody, I'm happy.
Well, I know, exactly. I have to say I am really enjoying these weekly updates with the new episodes and the new character and stuff, because although it's like Like, it's not like a huge update every week, but I kind of like that. You know, it's just, you know, I don't have to kind of be like, because when you get a huge update, it's like, oh my God, I've got loads to play. And then it's also like, oh my God, I've got loads I have to get through. Whereas this little level, it's kind of like, you know, you can log on. It's like, what's it going to be? What's the bad guy going to be? What's the new character? And you finish it, and then you kind of do it again on a harder difficulty. And then you kind of sit back with a bit of cider or maybe a little bit of whiskey and go, and it's done. And then you get all excited about the next week. I love it. You should do it all the time.
That's not quite the experience we have. We wake up and we look in the mirror and scream for 15 minutes because of the pressure of trying to put out a new level every week. And then we sort of calm ourselves down and frantically breathe for another couple of minutes.
Oh, you know, see, this isn't all about you, Lee, okay? This is about the user end experience, okay, and making me happy.
Well, the level this week is actually... It's the longest, most complex level we've done. There's a load of great stuff to do in it. I'm really looking forward to get it out. And we have a new costume. Not a new character.
Does it involve matching 3 gems together while balancing on the back of an arrow that's currently being shot from Robin Hood's quiver towards some sort of kind of damsel in distress?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, well maybe next time. Maybe next time. It's fine.
But talking about costumes, we were. What's the best way to phrase this? There were like a million.
You guys have been dressing up and it's got stuck on, or something?
There's a million different costumes through the canon of Doctor Who. You know, there are a lot of beloved costumes, and we just don't have the ability to make all these. And the community keeps asking. So what we thought we would do is perhaps try doing like a costume sort of push to try to get one of them funded by the community. We've worked with Seed and the BBC, and we've worked out like the lowest cost we could possibly all do this together just to get new costumes in the game if the community wanted to crowdfund them. When the game was in production, before we launched, we had an external art sourcing company do a few of the pieces of art, and because Pest couldn't draw them all, you'd never be able to guess which ones. He oversees them and they look exactly the same, but they weren't technically drawn by him. And what we would want to do is maybe put up a donation button on the site, and if people want a specific outfit, we would vote on, we would get it made, and it would just purely you know, be a way of getting loads of costumes in the game without putting more pressure on the team or, you know, trying to hire another artist internally, which just won't happen right now.
So is this a bit like one of those things where you like kind of sponsor a leopard, or you like adopt a injured guinea pig or something like that, except it's kind of like adopt a, you know, green outfit for John Pertwee?
It's sort of similar. So one thing is to make it very, very simple. There would be a donate button somewhere.
Sounds legit.
And it would just have a meter next to how far we are towards a very specific costume, and the community would vote on a costume, and it would probably be like Rory the Auton first, because every 4th person seems to ask me for Rory the Auton or something new for Rose. But there's a load of cool ones we could do. We could do all the, you know, the Doctor Regeneration outfits, and if enough people in the community want to chip in a couple of dollars here and there, we can get them made, and we'll just put them out for free after that. So it's something we're talking about, and we've talked to the BBC, and everyone seems on board with, but we wanted to sort of mention and see what people thought.
Did you watch Blue Peter when you were young?
Oh, absolutely. Didn't everybody?
And when they did the yearly, like, donation thing, they always had like a really big like totalometer, didn't they? And then at the end of every show, they would like go next to the big totalometer and be like, how much have we got this week? And they'd press a button and all these little lights would like go ding, 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 ding to see how like high they'd like got that particular week.
So I should build one of those in my garden.
Or we could just fund it here. I think we need like a TARDIS and like with windows that or lights that go all the way down to the bottom, and then like the TARDIS could like light up, going up and up and up and up until we eventually get the character. And when we eventually get to that point with the character, the TARDIS itself could open, and Peter Capaldi in a special cameo would lean out and say, "You've got yourself a costume. Make it so." Make it happen.
Somebody said start a Kickstarter. We actually laughed once. We should just do a massive Kickstarter to get everything ever done in Doctor Who into the game. We could just hire a small army of artists and designers and just do the whole 50 years in like 12 months. But I don't know if we could fund that for Kickstarter. We start smaller. Try to get one costume done for the game. And perhaps.
So how much would a costume cost? Like, or do you not want to talk kind of direct figures?
That's the problem. We can't talk direct figures because each one changes based on so many moving parts.
Okay.
But it's it's between a few $100s and less than $1,000. It's sort of in the mid-hundreds, sort of around there. So it's not massive, but it's also not a number we can start just funding loads ourselves. It would be good.
So if the costume's kind of made of like cashmere or velvet, then obviously that's kind of more expensive. But if it's like you know, just kind of like a shell suit or something.
That's exactly how it works. That's exactly how the world works.
I feel like I've got a grip on how on this.
So anyway, so we might try to do that. Just do one single costume. Maybe maybe next week or maybe now. People, if you have a favorite costume, shout it out, so we start getting ideas, because we would probably run a little competition to vote on out of favorite out of 5 or something, and then we'll nail down one out there. We'll do something.
Is there not a risk by like getting people to kind of pay for individual costumes that people will start being like demanding, like, I want this and I want that and I don't like that costume and change this, and like, you know, but they'll be like, I'll pay for this costume and I want it with like glitter.
No, I don't think so. The way it works is, all these things have to be signed off by the actors and actresses, and the people who create the monsters, or whoever owns the rights. So it will be as best we can make them, and as true to the shows we can make them. So I don't think it's going to be any issue with that.
I'm slightly surprised you say it's the Rory Orton. I would have thought it would have been Rose's Union Jack shirt,
yeah. Well, the Rory Orton one just comes up all the time. There's a bunch. I don't want to say that's number one, but there's a few which always rise to the top when people start talking about costumes.
Is Rory the Orton not technically a slightly different character?
Just that's going to
go all pedantic Whovian on you.
I guess sort of. In canon, he's sort of, I guess, just reborn into that character. It's a bit weird. It gets very strange. We'll just treat it as a costume for Rory without trying to get a bit weird with it.
You could give him his own abilities, like handgun and memory loss, and what else does he do? Waiting for a really long time.
Chilling out in a cave for many millennia.
Yeah, I'd use that ability. Oh my god, I've got the chilling out ability. Select, press, and then I could just lean back once again with the whiskey. We could do, we could redo the regeneration, do all the regeneration outfits we're missing. That could be cool. Yeah. Okay, if you were going to be any doctor purely on the costume that you would wear when you regenerated into it, that's a really crap way of asking the question. Which Doctor Who costume would you like to wear?
Wait, for any?
Sorry, I went overly complicated there for a second.
Or Bastion. You mean as a doctor? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, and Peter just pinged and said he's ready. I did BBC presence in this chat.
I did mean as the Doctor, but if you want to dress up like Vastra, sure, go for it.
It would have to be the Eighth Doctor, wouldn't it? Because
a few eyebrows.
That was the last everything. The Eighth Doctor. Maybe the movie costume. I'll run around in that. I should do that for Gallifrey 1 next year. Run around as the Eighth Doctor.
But no one would know who you were.
Well, they would know who I am. I'm the Eighth Doctor. And I don't like people knowing who I am. I don't. I like hiding away.
I mean, I was trying to have a slight go at Paul McGann. I admit it didn't work. So everyone knows who you are. You're internationally famous. You're the Lee from the Adipose TV. Have you any idea how famous you are?
My own epic little life.
Exactly. Hey, you worked on that Order Up game. Not a day goes by when I don't flip a sausage and think of you.
There we go. How you guys doing?
Hello, Pete. It's always nice of you to join us with a suitable amount of clicking and clackering and clattering. And oh, that's good. Oh yeah, keep rubbing the microphone. No, that is good. How you doing, mate?
I'm good.
Hey, this makes 3 weeks running.
I know, it's getting to be a habit.
We're gonna have to get you a little pose for the website.
Oh, maybe I should wear a Fourth Doctor scarf or something.
Maybe you should.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be
cool. I could pose by a Dalek.
You should totally do that.
Do you have like so I know in like Pixar has like life size of their characters all around their offices and stuff. So in the BBC, is there like a TARDIS you walk past on route to work every day, or like a big picture of Trevor McDonald or something?
It's funny to say that, but consumer products, we don't have a TARDIS. Our office is quite small. We're only about 70 people, but
that is small.
About 20 meters down the road is New Broadcasting House, where they have 6,000 people working, and they do actually have a TARDIS and a full-size Dalek.
Ooh.
And the TARDIS works, and they're not telling anybody that.
Well, if it did, I'd be a much richer man.
I saw a full-size TARDIS, full-size Dalek down at the Cardiff sound stages. What's the term for that down the bay? Because they have a full-size one where you sign in at the front desk.
Reception?
No, oh my god, the building. What do you call the structure? What do you call that whole place? Is it the Cardiff Bay filming studio?
That's a Cardiff studio. Yeah, that's. Oh gosh, you put me on the spot. It is called something very specific, but it's basically BBC Cardiff. So.
BBC Cardiff, okay. BBC Cardiff, when you sign in, you have to have your photo taken. Behind you, right behind you, is a Dalek. So everyone who signs in there has a picture of them on their chest, with the Dalek menacingly stood behind them. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, but when you come to Media Centre in the UK, when you sign in...
Oh, crap, I'm going to die, I'm going to die! Please don't die, I'm going to get hit, I'm going to get hit!
Oh dear, that doesn't sound good.
I'm right, it's okay, I'm fine. Emergency over, it's fine. Please do carry on.
Yeah, when you come to Media Centre in London, the pass you're given has a image on it, random image from Doctor Who. So people actually come back to Media Centre for meetings just to collect the passes.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm coming to London just to get one of those passes at Christmas.
A little pass, yeah, absolutely. I don't think I've ever been to any BBC places.
Come for a meeting. That'd be great.
What would we meet about?
We would meet about how we are going to exploit Doctor Who and partner with you to publicise all the great things about Doctor Who and the upcoming 10th anniversary, of course, which is next year.
I like this. I like this meeting. Make it happen. Make it happen, and I shall come, and I shall bring my little baby, and everyone will go, ah! And then we're thinking that when we go to MCOM next year, we might put, because obviously she's a baby, so you can't dress up very much, but we thought we might put, like, just little Cyberman ears on her. You know, just like little metal things going around the top, so she's a little cyber baby.
Couldn't she be Melody Pond?
I'm not... What did Melody Pond look like?
She was a baby.
I think it's a bit subtle.
Yeah.
Put her in a massive spacesuit, then it's not so subtle, isn't it?
Yeah, a massive spacesuit.
Like 6 foot tall. Here's my subtle outfit for my child.
And it just like flips back, and there's like my baby there going. Yeah, good one. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, impossible astronaut / baby. I'm going to die again because I keep forgetting to heal, because I keep getting distracted whenever I have the opportunity. This is awkward.
Well, you stop talking. Peter, tell us about this next Doctor Who. Get the people excited about Saturday.
If you spoil me, I will kick your ass.
I can't tell you, of course, obviously. So the trailer... I'm thinking about the trailer. It shows Robin Hood and the Doctor. And that's pretty much it. But I'm sure you can guess what's going to happen. It's Robin Hood.
Does it turn out that the Doctor is in fact Little John all along, and in some kind of weird time-space distortion, he is little but also big, like Time Lord technology, like bigger on the inside? So this whole thing about Little John being a big guy is actually down to some kind of weird Doctor Who thing, whereby he's also kind of like small but also kind of like far away type thing, and the whole myth and legend of Little John is actually created by the Doctor.
Yeah! No.
Oh, I would have written that in.
Yeah, no, that's not how it plays out.
Does it turn out that K9 is in fact Fry Tuck?
No.
Because oh, okay.
No.
Well, in that case, I don't think I can guess how it all
No,
plays.
I mean, it's a great episode. It's got some fantastic moments from Peter Capaldi and Tom Riley, who plays Robin Hood. And also, you may have seen him in Da Vinci's Demons, which is just awesome as well. And of course, Ben Miller, who is just the best dry comedian there is. He's fantastic.
I just want to jump in. I am a massive Armstrong and Miller fan. I've seen, I think, everything they've done. I'm so excited about seeing on screen. And when I'm back in the UK, I watch that silly talk show that Armstrong does with the numbers counting down, just because he's so funny and amazing. I'm very looking forward to Miller on TV.
I really love
this episode.
Sorry?
The Mark Gatiss episode this weekend?
That.
I think it's one of his because he likes to do those very themed.
I don't know. I'd need to check.
Okay. I'm a huge Mark Gatiss fan too. Huge Gatiss fan.
Well, of course, because he is awesome.
He's amazing. Everything he's ever done has been amazing. We'd say, can we? Well, I said there's a costume coming this weekend. Can we talk about what the costume is, or should we not?
Can I guess?
No, you can't guess. No, it's not canine in a forest or something strange.
I wasn't gonna say canine, although canine in the forest would be cool with like camouflage dirt under his eyes.
Oh no! It turns out it
and
fires
like
an arrow.
tree.
But it's not an arrow. It turns from it's like a transformer. It turns from an arrow into canine. That's the kicker in the end. The arrow was canine.
That would be quite cool, and he could like talk as he flies through the air, like that scene in Robin Hood when it splits it. Except there could be dialogue as it flies along.
There we are. We should start writing for. We totally should start writing for Doctor Who. This is gold.
Totally.
This is just gold mine of information. Yeah.
Set up a meeting, Pete.
Well, I think. Yeah. Let me ponder on that one.
So why can't I guess the costume? I bet I can guess what the costume is. I bet I can. I haven't even got inside knowledge or anything.
Go on.
Or if I guess, there could be an awkward silence.
There'll be an awkward silence anyway. There's always an awkward silence when you stop talking, don't you?
Shut up, Lee.
It's because I need to take the whiskey away from my mouth and start talking again. That's why there's a big silence for me whenever.
Oh dear Lord, do you want the whiskey again?
Is it Clara's like Maid Marian costume? Oh, that's exciting because it's a cute one. If it's that, of course, although it was an awkward silence. But I haven't got any inside knowledge, so I don't know.
No, I think we should surprise people. I think, it's always good for a surprise. I don't think people will be disappointed.
There we go.
Is there any news on the pink TARDIS?
No.
When will there be any news on the pink TARDIS?
Probably, I think it's probably quite a long way off.
Oh, that's disappointing because I get letters on quite a like a daily basis about it. Hang on, I've got one here. It says, "Dear Addy, I was playing Doctor Who Legacy the other day when I noticed that the TARDIS only comes in shades of blue. I'm allergic to blue and therefore cannot play the game anymore until the TARDIS is available in other colours. I realised that the only TARDIS which is actually canon in a different colour is pink from the Happiness Patrol. Please could you fix it for me to meet Pete Hickman from the BBC and speak to him in regards of the pink TARDIS situation. Yours sincerely, Jemima, age 34 from
Addy,
Bristol."
do you want to hear something really funny? We get stranger emails than that on an almost daily basis. And that's one of the most amazing things of working on this. We get the most bizarre emails from fans of the game. And, yeah, even weirder than that.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You can't just leave us hanging.
No, it's unfair, but we get bizarre emails on an almost daily basis. Full of love emails, but really the strangest things you've ever been on. We should talk about the last week's episode, because that was awesome. And that was one of my favourite episodes of Who of all time. It was such a well-written sci-fi.
Before we do that, can we just talk about the pink TARDIS?
I was trying to get you away from that because I didn't think you want to talk about it.
No, I think
pink TARDISes.
Rest the pink TARDIS, and if the game continues to be successful, then we will eventually get back to the Happiness Patrol and all of that stuff, and we will do a pink TARDIS for sure.
Well, we're at least talking about sponsoring a costume, and I just think maybe we should get the posse together and sponsor a pink TARDIS.
Whoa, that's radical.
Well, people can adopt injured guinea pigs. Why can't I adopt a pink TARDIS? Come on, it's fair's fair.
Well, I think these things have to be put in context, and it's fine. It's fine having a pink TARDIS, but if you don't put it in context with the Happiness Patrol stuff.
That is true. Otherwise, it might just look tacky.
Yeah, it might look a bit odd.
Fair point. It needs to be done in the right way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I am decimating these oods, but this appears to be one of those levels where Lee's gone, I'm going to chuck an ood at them, and then after that I'm going to chuck 2 more ood at him, and after that, let's go for 3 ood, and then go for more ood with more hit points and more damage. I'm beating them, though. I'm taking them down. Attack eyebrows.
So now we can talk about the last episode, if you like.
You sure? Yeah? Okay. Did you like it, Pete?
I loved it. I thought it was great.
I was riveted. It was just layers and layers of awesome sci-fi-ness.
It was just, it was the dialogue that really got it for me. It really it really showed us what Peter Capaldi's Doctor is like. That moment where they asked who Clara was, and he said, "Oh, she's not my assistant. She's something else." And she says, "I'm his carer." And he says, "Yes, she cares, so I don't have to."
Was that your Scottish accent?
No, I don't do that anymore. I've been told not to.
Oh, have you?
My Scottish accent doesn't really sound like Peter Capaldi. It sounds.
Does it sound like Rapsy Nesbitt?
It sounds a bit more Glaswegian.
Did you like the parallels that the Capaldi and the Dalek drew this episode in the same way that Capaldi and the half man drew last time? So like the half-faced man 2 weeks ago was kind of like talking about, are you the same person if you completely replace your face? And obviously he was talking to Capaldi that completely regenerated. And this week he was talking to a Dalek about whether you're a good person or whether you're a bad person, while also going through a kind of internal dilemma with himself about whether in fact he was good or bad. So it seems so far that every episode has had the Doctor being mirrored in some way by his enemy. What did you think?
Lee, do you want to answer that one?
I think that's interesting. Yeah, like, to the enemies he's gone up against, is he's learning something about himself, or I thought it was.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's like that kid in South Park who gets to the end of the episode and kind of goes, "I've learned something today," except it's in the Doctor Who version, which is obviously better.
I think I can't find himself. Really, I think he's not. He's just regenerated, like many of the Doctors. He's just trying to find who he is. That's my opinion. Obviously, that. I think everybody brings their own thoughts and opinions to the program, and I think that's one of the beauties of Doctor Who.
But I just mean from the writing point of view, I agree with what you're saying, that especially early in a regeneration, part of the storyline is always the Doctor trying to outfollow his end, but it does seem to be, at least in those first 2 episodes, that the enemies were deliberately written in some way to be a mirror. So I wonder, obviously you've seen the episode, so you don't have to answer, but I wonder if that will be continued at all this week. Like, will the Doctor kind of see an element of perhaps arrogance in Robin Hood or something, and then see that in himself, or maybe just the Doctor's really, really good with a bow or something, and he'll see that in Robin Hood, or so. I don't know. I like it as a theme, so I'm intrigued to see if it will continue. Maybe not. Maybe it'll just be a flash in the pan.
I don't think so. I think that certainly. I can't say anything really, but the ending of the next episode is a little bit poignant, and it's a brilliant episode. It's a real rambunctious riot, I guess. It's lots of fun, and if you're not walking away from the episode laughing a lot and mimicking Robin and his merry men, then you really haven't got it. But the episode ending is it's a little bit poignant, and I think everyone will enjoy it. It's quite subtle.
Does Capaldi wear green tights at any point?
Oh God, no.
Does that not then show a complete lack of understanding of the myth of Robin Hood?
No, I don't think. I think the outfit that Capaldi wears is universal. I think obviously Clara makes the most of this episode. I think we've all seen the clips, the trailers, so we know what she's looking like.
Oh, it's very nice. It reminds me quite a lot of the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves made Mary Mascherano, or whatever her name is. She had a... Sorry?
Mastrantonio.
Oh, is that her name? Ooh, very good.
Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio. Also a star of The Abyss.
Yes, she was. She was in The Abyss. I liked The Abyss a lot. I loved Robin Hood Prince of Thieves when I was a kid, and I was quite disappointed when I grew up a bit and realised that in like review standards, it never actually did very well. But I still think it's a great movie. Whenever I watch it these days, I'm like, how is this not great? I mean, granted, he's blatantly an American, but who cares?
No, and I think that's that. To go off topic a little bit, that was the beauty of the movie, right? At the very beginning, his first line is, when he's going to get his hand chopped off, this is English courage. And it's like, you can't help but smile. And it's a brilliant movie. And I do remember it was a very hot summer, and I went to see it more than once because the cinema had very good air conditioning.
Oh, absolutely. Plus the whole, Bryan Adams, I would do everything for love, but I wouldn't do you or something. No, that was Meatloaf.
No. But yes, that's a great song as well. But yeah, and the surprise at the end, Sean Connery turning up. How about that? Nobody expected that.
Indeed. Dear brother, and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Do you think that Sean Connery should have played Gandalf?
Oh.
Because rumour has it that he was offered the part.
No, I think he's a great actor, but I think he's probably too subtle. I think for Gandalf, I think needs somebody a little bit more dynamic. And I think Sean Connery.
He does like sly sides,
that kind of dynamic character. I mean, even when he was James Bond, he was great, but he was not somebody who'd go out there and be really powerful like Gandalf. And I think Ian McKellen really captures it.
I love, and I will suck up to the BBC here quite happily, I love Ian McKellen's cameo in Extras, the Ricky Gervais programme. I don't know if you've seen it, but it makes me laugh every single time, and I'm constantly quoting it to my wife, and which entertains me even more because she doesn't actually find it very funny, which then makes me find it even more funny when he explains how to act to Ricky Gervais, and he's kind of going, this is me, a little gruff, Ian McKellen, Gandalf, Ian McKellen. It's great, I love it.
He is great.
Good times.
Him, and Michael Gambon, Patrick Stewart, they're all amazing. Just fantastic British actors.
Oh, I've just died again, Leech!
I've been summoned. Oh, you're off on... I'm not a huge fan of sort of Robin Hood mythology, and you guys went off on a 20-minute discussion about it. Did you die again? Did you die again? Yes. That's like 7 times today. You're asleep.
Okay, fine. You know what? I'm not even going to use a time crystal. I'm going to start again, and this time I'm going to do it through skill and talent.
Well, I should probably point out that, of course, we fought the French at the Battle of Agincourt and succeeded thanks to Welsh bowmen who created the longbow, which was, 6 foot tall and could pierce an armoured knight through his leg, through the horse and back through the other leg. That's my history lesson. Thank you very much.
Is this what you do as a hobby?
No, I just remember this stuff from school. It was a long time ago, but yeah, you just can't remember this stuff. I had a great teacher. It was cool.
What the hell was that?
Well, that was violent and ghastly. Okay, what do you want to talk about now?
It was.
Everyone, when you watch the episode this weekend, just in the back of your mind, you should be remembering that people can be pierced along with their horses. Because there's some Welshmen.
I should point out, not with the bows they used in Robin Hood's time, and certainly not in the episode, where they only use the bows to fire against targets that are made of wood. So, yeah. Hey kids, don't do that shit.
Yeah.
It's okay, it's after the watershed.
Yeah, no, it's very true. It's very true. I mean, technically it's not being 8:40 and all that, but apart from that minor detail, if you're watching this after the watershed, and of course it's after the watershed. Good. Great. Why don't you like Robin Hood? What have you got against people running through trees? He's gone.
Robin Hood riding through the glen.
Exactly, Robin Hood with his band of men, feared by the bad, loved by the good.
Exactly.
I have this big list of stuff about Doctor Who I was supposed to get to from Susan before she gets on.
Sorry, go on, Lee, go for it.
Because I've got through none of it. She'll be on like, oh, Lee's already done everything. Oh, Lee's done nothing. And then she'll shout at me for hours. Oh, now you've gone quiet.
Well, no, shut up.
I was just thinking about Christian Slater getting shot through the hand with an arrow, but then I didn't want to talk about it because it would have been like Robin Hood, and then you'd have got cross and shouted.
If you go to dailydead.com, which is a site, if scroll down.
Because it was weird, because he also then ended up in a film called Broken Arrow, which can't just be a coincidence.
Broken Arrow, which is about nuclear bombs.
Exactly.
Never going to get through this list.
Don't shoot
setting
at
up
the nuclear weapon.
Have you seen Christian Slater's really, really, really random cameo in Star Trek 6?
Yes.
Where he can't help but be Christian Slater, despite the fact that it's completely inappropriate to the role.
And of course he turned up in Austin Powers as well.
Did he? I must have wiped that from my memory.
Yeah, well, you know, his mother is a Hollywood casting agent.
Ah, so she just casts her son in everything.
Well, no, I just think, you know, he's got the right connections, right?
This is true. Sorry, Lee, back over to you.
Oh, no, now I'm thinking of Little Britain, when he goes in and he's like, write the theme tune, sing the theme tune. And now all I can see is some casting director going, really, you need a midget. Okay, Christian Slater, he'll be perfect for that. You need what? From South Africa. Okay, yeah, Christian Slater, he'll do fine.
I'm not going to be shocked if one day the Doctor like flips the head back on a Dalek and there's Christian Slater there going, you know, hey!
He's the new Doctor. Oh, you know, Christian Slater's available. Would love to be Doctor.
Yeah, I'm sure he would.
Hey, well, he's probably available. He hasn't done much since that Star Trek cameo.
Yeah, didn't he do a strange follow-up of the Invisible Man movie? Hollow.
I thought that was Kevin Bacon.
No, Kevin Bacon did the first one, I think. Christian Slater did a second one, Hollow Man 2.
I have no idea there was a Hollow Man 2. I'm simultaneously intrigued and repulsed.
Yeah. You know, you can't knock Christian Slater. He's been in some great stuff, but he needs something good.
He was a little bit overshadowed in Broken Arrow by John Travolta, just purely because John Travolta had his own entrance music in a film. That only normally happens in wrestling, but they did it in a film. Genius.
And he had nuclear weapons.
And he had nuclear. Well, obviously that does automatically give you cool factor.
No. You know, Kevin Bacon's got the following, so Christian Slater needs something. He's the equivalent of the following. Come on, Christian, we love you.
We should get him on the show. Pete, arrange a meeting.
I don't know how.
Oh,
he's not been Doctor Who. I've got no contact with him.
Damn it. Well, okay, ring his mum and see if his mum can cast him in Doctor Who.
I'll see what I can do.
And then we can have him on the show, and then we can ask him about Broken Arrow and the other things that he's done since that point. And we can get him to reenact that scene in Star Trek 6. I could be Sulu, you could be Sulu's cup of coffee, and Christian Slater could be Christian Slater.
In the thing, in the cabin.
What?
Isn't that what happens in that Star Trek movie? He just kind of pops his head in the cabin.
Yeah, he just pops his head around the cabin and basically goes, Sulu, wake up, and Sulu goes, all right then, and that's it. That's the whole scene. Makes you laugh. Obviously, people in the chat are probably just sitting there going, I haven't seen Star Trek 6, and I don't know who Christian Slater is, and what are you talking about? Talk about Doctor Who.
No,
so, Lee...
If you could be in the Star Trek movie, you would be, wouldn't you?
Oh, hell yeah. If they said to me, look, Adipose, we really need some guy to walk across there and just shine Patrick Stewart's head a little bit and then walk off the other side, I would be there. I would be the most pointless cameo in the whole of history, but I would do it. Just to be in the Trek.
Damn straight. Lee, you still there?
It's Susan now, in fact. I've changed.
Susan. Did Lee get bored with that terrible conversation?
All I know is I came in and I got on the thing. I'm like, I'm hearing all this talk of Christian Slater. I'm like, where am I?
Did you get so cross with Lee not doing your list of things that decided you better come on and do it yourself?
No. We said we would swap. And I got back and I made Lanyon the most amazing grilled cheese sandwich I think anyone has ever had.
Oh wow, that's quite a claim. Pictures or it didn't happen?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's already been ingested, but it might be too late.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, in that case, I'll live without the picture.
Exactly. But yes, I'm here. So how is it going?
It's cool. I've used most of the crystals that you gave me earlier to restart the level after dying against Lee's Ood. We've discussed the myth, the man, the legend of Robin Hood, and discussed Peter Capaldi in tights. We've put an official request to Pete for a pink TARDIS in Doctor Who. In Doctor Who Legacy. Pete, have I missed anything out?
Well, Christian Slater.
Oh, sorry, I apologise. And yeah, then we spent 10 minutes on Christian Slater, which is the point when Lee passed out from the alcohol.
Bizarrely, a lot of people on the chat are talking about Buffy, which I also love.
Buffy?
But, that's far beyond the topic of conversation today.
Was Christian Slater in Buffy? Could that be the link?
I think Buffy mentioned him once.
Well, that's enough. I reckon Christian Slater's casting mum wrote that script.
Yeah, probably.
Well, so we talked about this past weekend. I guess a weekend's passed into the Dalek. What did you think, Addy? Did you have fun? You played it?
I loved the level. Absolutely loved it, and I've got Mr. Pink on the end of my little team there.
Oh, nice. Did you see Samuel Anderson is a fan of Doctor Who Legacy? Can we say? We excited?
Is Samuel Anderson the guy that plays Mr. Pink?
Yes, that's Danny Pink.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's very, very cool.
He tweeted that it's the best day ever. He's in a video game, and so I tweeted it, is he playing it? And he said, of course I am. So it's very exciting. So Danny Pink is playing Doctor Who Legacy.
That is very cool. I just got killed by a devil. Damn it! I'm gonna have to change my team here because I'm getting poisoned. I'm gonna have to put Paul McGann in the team, and Lee isn't even here. He's gonna be so sad.
Yeah, it's true. So, and have you tried the expert canine level?
I haven't got a team up to 50 yet, so no, I haven't. I did actually have a go at it.
Yeah.
And I got massacred. So I think I'm going to work my way through season 5, or maybe I'll just get one of my teams up to level 50 so I can have a go at it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But no, I haven't. But it's definitely on my list of things to do.
I don't think we've watched you do an expert level yet, have we?
No, I don't think we have, but I think the reason is because my guys tend to be kind of like 42, 43, because I'm using them on season 5. But yeah, but you're right. I actually probably should do some of the expert levels on stream.
Yeah, we should plan for that. Maybe like 2 weeks from now, we'll have a sort of expert mode, like themed show.
Yeah. I think me doing a tutorial on an expert level would be a plan with absolutely no drawbacks at all.
That or we should. I was going to ask you if we could get somebody else's screen up here, because Crystal, one of the players, I don't know, I'm assuming Crystal's in the channel, has been doing all these awesome guides to expert mode, and I wonder if it's possible for us to get Crystal playing on screen.
In theory, if they had like. It would depend what equipment they have. This is probably a conversation to have off stream.
We'll think about that offline. If Crystal's in the channel, you know, drop me a message on Facebook. Let me know if you'd be doing something like that, because that could be fun.
Or they could guide me. Would that work? You know, so like do this, do that.
Yeah, we could do a call-in sort of thing. Yeah, but Crystal has made it her mission to sort of walk people through expert stuff. So yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Let's do, and you know, we're hard at work getting ready for this weekend. So it's just like last weekend. The new level is going to go live on at 7:00 p.m. Pacific Sunday night, which is first thing in the morning for Seed. It's a holiday there too, so I'm still kind of sticking it to those poor guys. But they're gonna get the level live for us
you know, I stayed up to 7 p.m. Sunday night UK time, just waiting.
Confusion. Yeah, I don't know how that.
And I was, you know, I mean, I'm asleep by that time, but I stayed up till 7 p.m. just for the get level, and then it didn't come up, and I was very upset. I sent Lee a message saying,
I thought we made it clear enough to everybody.
You?
I know it's a bit confusing that we switched the times. What was it? Sorry, I was just seeing something that was going past on text. What's Pointless Legacy, where you collect pointless answers?
Pointless is a UK game show.
Oh, gotcha.
Where you can win
answers that nobody else has guessed.
Mm-hmm. And you can win a pointless trophy, which makes me smile every time, even though it's not that funny. But it is, because it's a pointless trophy. It's funny.
That's cute. Very cute. Anyway, so yeah, we're really, really excited about the level this weekend. I think it looks brilliant. Peter's seen it. I hope Peter thinks it looks brilliant. And so I think that this is probably the best of the first 3, in my opinion, anyway. And cool. I played the hard version today. It's a 5-wave level, and the hard one actually it was fairly lengthy. I think I was probably playing it for a good 15 minutes or so, which is nice. Some of them have been a bit abbreviated lately, but this one was a nice meaty level with a lot of stuff going on. So I think people will enjoy that.
And I assume there's a. Oh, so we've talked about the drop. It's a costume. It's a costume this week.
It's a costume, yeah. It is a costume coming this weekend. I don't know, Peter. Should we say what costume is coming this weekend, or should we leave that as a surprise?
We've discussed this already, Susan. I think we should leave it as a surprise.
All right.
It's going to be.
You're behind, Susan. This has been debated.
And obviously, we've seen the trailer, so I think people could guess what it might be.
Yeah, we might get the art up early on Sunday. We're looking into that. Just sort of, sort of as a little tease.
I'm only staying up until 7 p.m. if you're going to make it worth my while.
Well, that's why I was thinking of doing it, because I know that everyone over in Britain will be asleep by the time it comes out. So maybe we'll let you guys at least get a sneak peek.
I mean, I'm just going to say this because everyone's thinking it, but Doctor Who is an English show, and you're releasing Doctor Who stuff at a non-English time. I'm just putting it out there, and that you could be responsible for starting some sort of.
But you guys don't own Doctor Who anymore. It's global. It's bigger than just Britain now, isn't it?
Although in the plot lines they may talk about the Doctor belonging to time, space, and the universe and everything. No.
It's it's just the way the clock falls. It's 2 a.m. for Steed at the point that we want to do it, and we don't like automating that sort of stuff because things can always go wrong. So,
but it was so much fun dragging Jack on here at clearly 3 a.m. his time.
Poor Jack. Poor Jack. We put a store update this week. If anyone hasn't seen that, we've been asked for quite some time now to get the individual adiposes and silent
adiposi, I believe.
Adiposes and silent up in the store, since it was only PAX before. That's up there now. So if completionists, and if you were just desperate, to get the adipose red or something, now you have that opportunity. And we've also put the Greyhound 1 characters up in the store for those who, for whatever reason, if you don't want to grind for the rare ones and so forth, that's up there too.
Awesome.
Yeah. What else? I mentioned earlier in typing before the channel went live that Lee and I are thinking the next big sort of multicolored pack thing is the Winders. We have so much art for the Winders. We might look at doing something like that, or a costume series for the Winders. So that'll be coming.
The devil is down! Addy versus the devil. Addy 1, Satan 0. Thank you very much. Please continue.
That's all. I was just saying, since the Winders are now friendly, coming out of Hunter Greyhound 1, we're looking at having a multicolored series of them, like we did for the adiposes and the silent.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry, I was just looking at my characters being leveled up, which is very, very cool. 41 maximum and things, which is very nice. This is a truly, truly bizarre team I'm playing here, complete with Jenny and Toby Zed and a baby on it.
It's a pretty cool team.
And a time fragment. Woo!
Wow. Gotta love Stormageddon.
Oh. And the game crashed. Whoa! Hang on, no, that didn't happen. I closed the game by my finger.
It doesn't crash, of course.
Yeah, that wasn't a crash.
It was
your hardware has obviously failed.
Yeah. No, I thought that as I pressed it. I thought my hardware's just failed.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, see, I'm behind and I'm watching it about to happen. Yeah, you turned off your iPad. That's
yeah.
Ooh, what was that I saw on that desktop?
What
did I miss?
What did you miss? I don't know what you missed.
I don't want to say.
Well, hang on. Now I need to go back to my desktop. What did you see? There's various Doctor Who things there. They're including Doctor Who Monster Hangman, although how much of this is actually licensed by the BBC, I'm not sure. Pretty sure the one on the bottom left
talk about that today.
Oh, hang on, it just crashed again. I mean, hardware.
Hardware.
You having issues on your end over there?
Yeah, the hardware's just going crazy.
Right. The code that we're going to give away today, I thought would be quite fun, actually, to give away one of the Gabby costumes that was from Comic-Con, as well as Gabby. This is just for the channel, so please don't be sharing it, because that'll just mean someone in the channel won't be able to get it. You want to post that in here, or shall I send it over to you, Eddie?
Yeah. You send it to me, and I'll put it up on the screen if you'd like.
All right. You're having technical difficulties. That seems like a good time to do it.
No.
There you go.
I'm not having technical difficulties. Right, okay. You've sent it through Lee's messaging system just to confuse the heck out of me.
I'm sitting at
I'm
the
sure.
computer.
Okay, right then. Okay, so what we'll do this. Well, I'll put the code up on the screen after we go to commercial. So we'll be back in 60, and you'll get yourself a free Gabby costume. So I'll see you in a second.
I would.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hello, we're back. Pete, did you want to carry on telling that story, or is that not a story you can tell?
No, not at all. So, as I'm sure you all know, there is a second screen experience quiz that we've done for BBC America that is live during the show, during the ad breaks. And for everywhere else in the world, it goes live after that. So for most people, that's going to be Sunday. It's a fantastic quiz. You know, we've got loads of great questions. There's a brilliant picture round. You can go through the 50 questions, I think it is, and post your high score. And it's a bit of fun, and you can post it to your Facebook page and your Twitter page, and you can boast to your friends and see who has done best this week on the quiz. So,
what score did you get on it?
Well, I did the questions. So.
Oh, I see what Peter means on your desktop now. I saw it too.
I got 50 out of 50. Oh, of course.
50 questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this thing up now? I mean, can I?
Yeah, so you can actually go to whoknowswho.tv and you can play last week's questions and the week before's questions, and see how well you do. And as I said, you can post to your Facebook page and your Twitter feed, and you can boast to your friends, and you can compare your scores and see how awesome you are.
Okay, hang on. I'll do that in a second.
Yeah, so that's whoknowswho.tv.
Who knows who? So many buttons on my screen. Hang on.
And you know what? It works on mobile devices as well as PCs and Macs. It's a HTML5 application, so it's universal. Works for everyone. Modern technology. It's amazing.
It is fun. I've been doing it on the weekends.
So which one do I do? The Into the Dalek one? Open and play now, that thing there?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I won't do the whole thing if it's 50 questions, but I'll have a little look.
You do round... Oh, you got to do round one first, I think, but...
chronologically. I like it. TARDIS teasers. I didn't know you were a little quiz master. That's cool.
Well, I can't take all of the credit.
Because you didn't write the series of Doctor Who?
No, and a lot of the questions come from the official Doctor Who quiz book, which is published by Random House. And there's a link that you can find when you're playing the game that will take you to it. I did write a couple of questions, the picture questions especially, and all of the alternative answers, which I'm sure you'll find challenging and amusing.
Hey! What creatures are made from living fat? Yay!
Hey!
It's Cybermen. It's Cybermen. But these questions aren't about the latest Doctor Who episodes. I'm confused.
Well, that's because we were strict. This is the second episode. There are a couple of questions about the first episode, but obviously the Global Brand team are really keen on not making spoilers available for people who haven't seen the episode, so we have done questions based on previous episodes, not just in the past series, but also this current series. So, Into the Daleks got a couple of questions about Deep Breath.
My name is an anagram of soda pie. I was never aware of this. I could be sodapie.tv. What is a soda pie? Is that like lemonade and pastry?
Indeed.
Wow,
so the question on Saturday with the Robot of Sherwood episode also incorporate questions about Into the Dalek and Deep Breath. So, and we'll keep doing that. So yeah, we'll have questions about old and new and some of the classic episodes as well. So you need to know your Doctor Who.
Cool. Well, there you are, guys. If you fancy what looks like a very, very cool little quiz here, that's over on www.whoknowswho.tv, and it looks like you need a Facebook account to do it. And look at this. There seems to be an advert for a very cool-looking game down the bottom. Susan, did you do this? Doctor Who Legacy. Download the smash hit free puzzle RPG today on iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, and Facebook. What happens if I click? TubbleRebelGames.com. It takes me to your site. Hey, am I still on your site? I better be. I better be.
Of course you are. But I was starting to say.
Is it the snowmen, the snow monsters?
Oh, I don't know. What was the question? I was busy plugging your site. Sorry, man.
You teased everyone that code was coming, and then we never put the code out.
That's true. That's because I'm looking for my tutorials on your site. Where the hell are they? Where the hell are they?
They're in community, I think, aren't they? There's a few mentions. There's the Twitch stuff there, and then on the site. I should go onto the site. Don't be ridiculous. If you go to if you tap on community.
Oh, hang on, I found them.
So you join us on twitch.tv.
I found them.
And then also if you go to community guides, I think you're on there too. All your videos are on there.
Adipose guides. Okay, it's all right. We're good. It's all right. We nearly weren't, but we're good now. Okay, so I'm doing a code. Okay, let's do a code. There was a little tear. You sent me the code, didn't you?
I did in Skype.
Somewhere. In Skype. Okay, so do you want to just recap what this code is for?
Sure. Yeah, this is one of the rare Gabby costumes. It was given out, I think, at the Comic-Con panel. So as Keith pointed out, it's one of the rarest of them, and it also unlocks Gabby. And there's only enough for the channel, so please don't be sharing it on Twitter and Facebook, and tattooing it on your arm or anything.
So all right, guys, this is a special code just for you.
Just for you, just because I love Twitch. Or should I say Amazon?
Which costume is it? I'll put it up on the screen in a
second.
second.
It's the red plaid pants.
With the Rupert Bear costume?
I think it was Rupert Bear.
Hang on. Is it the one where she's
wearing red plaid pants and she's got her hair up in the air?
Red. Is she looking towards the camera or away from the camera?
It's not one of the bum shots.
Okay, they're not red plaid pants. They're not red plaid pants.
All I can see is the code.
That's not red plaid pants. Oh yeah, Pete, it's your week to wrap the code.
Wrap the code?
Yeah, you know, like they used to do on Going Live when it was like 081 811 818. Well, we do that every week with the code.
Hang on a second. Let me just focus.
Would you like a backbeat?
No, it's okay. I'm ready. Just finding my muse.
It help if you have a baseball cap. That helps.
Okay, I'm going to pretend to have a baseball cap.
Turn it to the side.
748393452582.
Yeah, one more time.
748339345258.
Sing it, sister.
2382.
That was beautiful.
Awesome.
Susan, it's your week. It's your week next week.
Hey, I sang the theme song, and so did Lanyon. I'm off the hook.
That's
You
true.
might
You
remember.
did. That's
I haven't
true.
heard Peter do
Okay.
the woo wee woo.
No, I missed that one.
You
did, and my little boy came
when you call
on
it the ooey woo, that sounds naughty, but it wasn't. It was just the Doctor Who theme.
I told Lee, and Lee's like, "Yeah, you're right. I never would have done that."
So here we go. This is the costume that little
There it
code
is.
will unlock, and it unlocks the character as well. You said.
Oh, she didn't have her hair up. I thought I remembered her having her hair up. No hair up.
So, and it's one of Gabby's famous "say what" poses.
She's an awesome
Um,
character. I have to say, by the way, if people haven't tried to drop in characters yet, drop in gems, they're rapidly becoming my favorites. Which is Gabby does this, and so does the Rank 5 version of Osmond Oswald, and so do a couple of the Doctors, I believe. Right? I think Peter Davison does it.
I obviously, would never want to criticise anything that anyone does that related to Doctor Who, but I'm not entirely sure that those trousers go with those shoes. And this is
We didn't
spoken as a
draw
man.
that. Titan Comics drew that. That was their vision.
This is speaking as a man who will happily walk out of the house wearing my t-shirt inside out until my wife points it out half an hour later. I'm not a fashion guru, but I'm not sure about the shoes and
I'm not so sure
trousers.
about shoes and pants either. But.
I've got to say, Addy, the fashion rules for men are slightly different to the fashion rules for girls. They tend to they're a bit fast and loose, frankly.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, I tend to just rely on the power of my
You look
personality
at the whole Ugg
and
boots and skirt thing. That shouldn't work either, but lots of people do it.
Oh, and by the way, you can buy
what's-
TARDIS Ugg boots.
Can
What's
you?
an Ugg boot?
I have not seen that.
Oh, yes.
Really? You don't know what an
Ugg
Ugg
boot?
boot is?
I have to Google Ugg
Yeah,
boot.
Google Ugg boot. It's kind of furry boot, but slippery
Australian.
thing going on.
A slippery boot.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
They're fluffy on the inside, and they're like
yeah, it's very warm.
hard on the
It
outside.
feels warm. The girls it's warm.
Well, you'd think that, but women in LA wear them in the winter or in the summertime and stuff too. So
Are there Ugg boots for men? I'm googling
There
right
are
now.
Ugg
Ugg
boots
boots
There
for
are
men.
Uggs for men, yes. So I believe if you go to the Ugg website, there are some footwear for men on.
I got Lee Ugg slippers actually.
There I see
Oh, well,
Ugg boots, and here indeed are some men proudly wearing their Ugg boots, and they look good. And there's Tony Blair wearing some Ugg boots. No, that's no. Hang on, or is he? No, apparently yes. Tony Blair is wearing some Ugg boots. Wow.
I don't know. They're generally too warm for me.
Yeah, I don't like a too toasty foot.
How did this turn into boot shopping?
I guess if I lived in Alaska, I'd probably think about it, but
Yeah.
I live in the UK. It's temperate. It's
Have they ever
I mean,
been on
yeah, if it was
Doctor
one of
Who?
those-
Can anyone be wearing Ugg boots as a costume? It's the real question.
Well, I thought you said Gabby was wearing blue ones. Why are we talking about Ugg boots if she wasn't actually
No,
wearing
we're
Ugg boots?
talking about how women are allowed to break what might be fashion rules. That's all. That's how we got to it.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Fashion rules for girls are different from fashion rules for boys. So.
Your fashion rules, Pete.
Whoa. Probably not the subject. What time is it? Are we after the watershed?
We are now after the watershed. You may now say the word that you said earlier.
I guess I'm a bit gothy.
You sound a bit gothic.
Thank you.
Yes, Jody, we are wide ranging on topics today. You never know what to expect on this show.
I do like my DMs and shiny things and stuff.
Goths often wear shiny things. I've often seen them sparkling down the road.
I think, it's yeah. No, I'm not. I have my own fashion style, and I think everybody else does. So you know what? Let's enjoy the diversity of life.
Well, there we go. I do want to remind people, because they're all out there right now, that the Vastra costume from season 8 is up on GameSpot. So if you haven't wandered over to GameSpot, I don't have the link quickly to hand, but it's the one on screen. It's that costume.
Susan?
Yes.
That's Madam Bashtra to you.
Sorry, Madam Bashtra. Yes, is up on GameSpot. There's also a promo going on IGN to get the full Doctor series, actually, which is pretty cool.
Oh, I haven't seen this thing on IGN. Can you link me? Because the people have been saying throughout the week they've been on IGN.
You have to be a Prime member, but you can be a free Prime member. You don't have to actually.
Oh no, I'm not.
But you could probably. Then,
I don't think I am.
But
I think I'm a casual user.
No, but that's okay. You don't have to actually pay them. You just set up a Prime account. But I'm pretty sure you have all the Doctors and the.
So. Susan?
No, I'm just glad. I'm glad it was on there. I was kind of concerned for you guys. I was like, oh my god, they've been stopped by IGN.
Bastards. In front of IGN.com TV all weekend about this.
At some point, are those costumes, those Doctors, going to be available for everybody?
The portrait costumes, you mean?
The ones that are on IGN.
All the Doctors already. Oh, these are all the Doctors in the game, basically.
Okay.
That already is all of it. This is then they're already unlocked when you get to the level, but it's basically
so this is
for
just
a new user. It's for new users, it's a way to get them quickly. It's like the catch-up code we did for Facebook, basically.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a nice way to start. Or for instance, if you wanted to check out the Facebook version, and you have it's a nice way to sort of get yourself going. So that's a cool thing. The portrait costumes will eventually be in the game. We kind of have a backlog of stuff that we're waiting to put in. We put in a lot of stuff for Greyhound 1, but we still have. I think there's an adipose or two that don't drop. There's some silent priests. We're talking about some blinder stuff. There's loads of costumes that we have to get in. That we're just we need to play catch up on some stuff and get them in the game.
Somebody's also
playing.
Oh, and there are a couple other things out there too. Games Evo is giving away a third Doctor costume that we only ever gave out on Twitch. Funny enough, a couple months back.
You've made us ununique. That was our bonding costume, Susan. That was the one that we wear when we play dress up together that no one else had. And now you've given it to a gazebo, did you say?
Yeah, they've been very kind to us, Gamezebo.
There's a website called Gazebo.
Gamezebo, GAMEZEBO.
Oh, Gamezebo. Oh, that makes more sense. I was getting confused about.
We did an interview with them. That's online, and it was a really nice interview. Really enjoyed talking to her. So that's up there. There's also, by the way, if anyone hasn't listened to it, and you want to hear a Lee monologue, there's a podcast that's we have it on links on Facebook and the newsletter today. It's the 42 interview with Alistair Kennedy, who is one of the loveliest people we've ever been interviewed by. He did a really kind review of us a few months back too. So that's not why I'm saying that. He just really is a genuinely lovely Scottish guy, and so Lee did an interview with him. That it was a good 40 minutes or so. The interview, it was very interesting. So,
why did you say genuinely lovely Scottish guy? Like, do you mean that normal Scottish people aren't lovely, and
no.
So you had to qualify this one?
No, I love all Scottish people.
All of them,
great
doesn't
accent.
he know?
Well, Capaldi, Tennant. I wish Tennant had done the accent like Capaldi did. Wouldn't you have liked to see that?
Oh, I know, but his English accent was so cute.
I know, but like Capaldi has shown it's okay.
But I think it fits his really, really grumpy demeanour.
Yeah.
It is one of those accents. I mean, they joked about it in the show itself, but it is one of those accents that always sounds just a little bit grumpy. It's like how a German accent just always sounds a little bit angry. It just has. There's a certain kind of there's a certain kind of association with very different accents.
What was that?
Sorry?
Attack eyebrows.
Yes. People love attack eyebrows. You did great on that one, people naming.
It's just a brilliant line. I mean, what other TV show would have their main character saying, "Look at these eyebrows, they're attack eyebrows"?
Oh, you've got my favorite right now, Oswin Oswald, rank 5. Have you been playing around with that a lot, Eddie?
I do. She's a very interesting character and nice ability. The 15 black gems dropping in is very, very cool. In fact, I might try that one now, actually, to show that one off. If I activate her ability and then I try and clear all of this blue stuff, we should get a reasonable amount of stuff dropping out, and then as they drop, a load of black ones to drop in, and then we should get, if half my team wasn't stunned, thank you, Lee, a decent amount of attack. Oh, in fact, huzzah! There they all go! Sorry, you'll probably catch up with that one in a minute, but it was cool.
I know, I get it, I see it. I can see it coming now. It's like I've gone back in time.
I watched Back to the Future earlier today, and you always forget how good that movie is.
That's a brilliant movie.
There's so many quotable and, like, what's the word people use? Like epic? No, not epic, but like, you know, in a moment you remember it really, really well. There's just so many bits. Iconic. That's the one about that word I'm looking for. There's so many little moments from the Great Scots and Don't Call Me Chickens and you know, 1.21 gigawatts and just there's so many lines that are quotable. That's when you know you've got a great movie.
I'm quite partial to The Secret of My Success.
Oh, I remember that. I saw that so many times. I worked in a.
Oh,
I worked
yeah.
in a cinema.
Oh, ow.
What a great movie. If you guys have
ow.
not seen it, then you should watch it.
That is a brilliant film. I made Lee watch that.
That is best.
Yes.
Post-Warshed.
Very, very good.
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
And Christie's the dimple.
It's like a British farce. It's like a, you know,
really
drop your trousers farce.
So what else? Let's get some questions. There's nothing else that I really have to announce or say or share with the world.
You haven't offered your thoughts on the Christian Slater's cameo in Star Trek 6 yet?
Say again?
Oh dear.
In which Star Trek?
Star Trek 6, Christian Slater cameo?
I don't know anything about this. Wait, is this the upcoming Star Trek film?
Get it.
Upcoming? Star Trek 6?
What are we talking about?
Star Trek 6.
I can't keep the number
upcoming
incorrect.
is Star Trek 6?
I can't keep the number incorrect. So this is like pre-Bad Robot Star Trek.
What number? 2? They're on 2.
Well, they're all the new Star Trek films that Bad Robot did, you know?
It's alright, it's fine. We just all respect you just a little bit less. It's fine.
Yeah, well, you know, we were involved in the new stuff. So to me, like, Star Trek is sort of screwed up in my head right now.
You always do that. Well, yeah, I made that game, so it's fine.
No, I take no credit for the abomination that is what Star Trek video game became. I take credit for what was shown at E3 in 2011.
I think I'm going to make it my mission this week for people to find famously atrocious games and to tweet Lee and to ask him if he made it. Just, there you go. There's your fun mission. I asked him earlier if he made Duke Nukem 3D, but he didn't respond.
Questions. We need questions.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. Okay, fine. Okay, well, unsurprisingly, lots of them are all about characters that are coming. It is kind of a one to me, but I guess I can open it as a general one. Glory Gabby says, Addy, would you consider updating your Doctor Who YouTube Doctor Who Legacy tutorials? I would if there was something specific that people wanted that isn't there already. Susan, is there anything like the strategy feels to me that it's more or less still the same? Like there's loads of new characters and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only difference would be, you know, things like perks came in post launch of the game.
That's true. That's true. There's the perks. There's the dual colours. I guess we've kind of covered lots of the live shows, but I haven't then turned them into like a.
I mean, dual colour really
10-minute
becomes
tutorial.
relevant once you're further along in the game. But certainly, like the early on perks and what that means, you know, I think it'd be awesome to have a new adipose sort of guide to the new player. We have so many new players coming in right now to the game over the last few weeks. I mean, last weekend alone, I think 100,000 new people started playing the Facebook version.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, the tutorials that are there still very much kind of say, you know, this is how you make good combos. This is the basic like gem strategies there, and the numerical strategies are there. But I can definitely do something with perks. So yes, Glory Gabby, and I'll keep watching the chat now to see what people suggest.
Yeah.
Nessie Sheep there says a perk tutorial. Yeah. Okay. Oh, here's an interesting one. Seekless says. How about doing a donation to get the pink TARDIS, a goal of a few £1,000s for a breast cancer charity? Aha, now you can't say no because it's for charity. Pete.
I'm leaving that one with you, Peter.
Wow.
He's gonna fake going under a bridge again. Wait.
No. I think it's a brilliant idea. I'd need to talk to the powers that be. To discuss it, but
I would love to do it as a charity thing for breast cancer for sure. I think that was actually what Lee was thinking about.
Sure. I mean, you know, why not?
That would be very cool as well, because then it is leaving all joking aside for a minute. The pink TARDIS is kind of like a joke thing, although it is kind of canon. Like it isn't something that is like a normal kind of
It isn't
companion.
something the average Doctor Who fan knows about.
No, so doing something, and because it would fit so well with the breast cancer thing, I really like that idea. So thank you to whoever suggested that one. But obviously, that it is up to the powers.
It's been a good sort of suggestion, Twitch. I saw there was another idea that someone brought up, which I've mentioned to Lee before, so I'm going to remind him about it in case he's sitting across from me now. Which is giving an ally the ability to change the color of the enemy, and I like that, and I want to sort of revisit that one with Seed.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, it'd be nice for the advanced game, when you start to really pay attention more to the sort of rock paper scissors of it, and. Like I've had, we certainly have levels where you go in and like sort of the third level in, all of a sudden your 4 red guys are minus, and so it'd be cool to have the ability to switch it up.
Question from Henwar: are there any first birthday plans? I was talking about the 1-year anniversary earlier. When exactly?
November.
Were you out in September?
November
or was it later than
the
that?
27th was the birth of the game, if that's what you mean.
So, are there any first birthday plans?
We're definitely thinking about it. Lee has lots of ideas in mind. We're definitely going to do something for sure.
Does it involve cake?
It should involve cake, shouldn't it?
And therefore, my second question is: does it involve an invite?
No, we definitely are going to do something. We totally know the first year's. Hey, we're excited. Like, how crazy is it for a mobile game? That isn't made by like King or something. That we have the legs.
I like how you said that to rhyme with
No, I don't
dog
mean that in a derogatory way. I just mean they're a
King.
big, wealthy company, and they can afford to keep bringing new players into the game for the next 10 years, probably, to Candy Crush. But we're a smaller company, much smaller. So it's really cool that people have stayed excited about the game as long as they have. That's very gratifying. Must be doing something right.
2 questions on upcoming characters from the series, because obviously you guys have been wonderfully doing 1 character per episode, but what about the other characters in the game? So someone's asked about Missy and someone's asked about Rusty the Dalek from the most recent episode. Obviously I know that you'll normally kind of say that characters will come, but will you be going back and filling in other characters from the episodes that are in Series 8?
Yeah, definitely. I think we already proved that with the first one, right? We brought out the new Doctor, and then we also brought out Jenny and Vastra. So definitely, you'll see more of it. Everyone knows that there's a costume coming this weekend, so it's no surprise that it's not Robin Hood coming this weekend. But certainly, we would like to get Robin Hood as an ally. That's an example. But for sure, we'll definitely be doing more stuff.
What do we think about Rusty as, because you have that lovely little kind of like...
I like Rusty a lot. I think it's a brilliant idea.
Is he an ally type debate? And he's kind of a weird one, isn't he? Because even at the end when he goes good, he doesn't really go good so much as at not attacking different people.
Yeah, he's a neat character, so I would definitely love to, depending on how the brand feels about it, do something with Rusty.
Joshua Crow asked, will we get costumes for expert characters?
Yes, I know
not,
people want this. I mean, the question is, I think it'd be relatively easy for us to add them to them as they are, so they would be in color. It would take a bit longer if we go back and grayscale all the costumes too. So it's definitely in the works. We just, again, in the middle of Season 8, we don't have a lot of time for anything but Season 8 right now. But for sure, we'd like to do it.
Because the expert characters are stronger than the normal versions, aren't they? So I suppose if you have unlocked the expert versions, you're more likely to want to play with them more regularly.
Correct. Yeah. Especially since you can only have 1 doctor in your party at the time. So yes. I just lost my...
sorry, MC Capet's just been asking about the donate function. It should be working, but it probably wouldn't appear up on screen straight away because since the PC crash, I haven't updated that bit. But the link should work. I'll check that in a minute for you, MC Capet, and thank you if you are trying to donate, and anyone else that is trying to do so. A couple of people have actually just asked, for the ability you asked, for a companion that changes the enemy's color ability.
Yeah, I think it's a neat idea. It's definitely something I'm going to explore and find out how long it would take to add. I know the Lee liked it at the time too. I think it was one of those things that just kind of slipped between the cracks. It was a cool idea at some point, but other things took priority.
Keep scrolling through here.
A couple of people have asked when the 4th Doctor's going to appear.
Soon. We gave you guys a sneak peek. You know that he was almost there. The problem really was that we have to be so quick about the season 8 content that we just kind of had to get through a backlog first before we finish up his gorgeous face. So it's going to be coming very soon. If for no other reason than I can't tell you how many support tickets and Facebook messages and Twitter messages we get.
Sorry, that was really unfair of me to say, but obviously.
No. My favorite, my favorite quote from support is, "I wanted to bring to your attention that I think you've forgotten the Fourth Doctor." and I have to force myself not to be like, well, crap, you're right. I knew we were missing something.
I'm not going to say
1, 2, 3, 5, 6. What's the problem?
I'm not going to say we saved the best till last.
Tom, yeah. So yeah, we know, and we're just as anxious as everybody else.
Addy, what was your Doctor when you were growing up?
Sylvester McCoy.
Okay.
I was a child of the late 80s. Well, I was born in 1980, so when I was aware, it was Sylvester McCoy, and I still have very fond memories of the Curse of Fenric.
Curse of Fenric, especially the special edition. Fantastic.
And this final one, Survival. I actually watched Survival again a couple of years ago, and was actually impressed how similar it was to some of the Eccleston episodes, being set kind of in a London area and feeling quite modern. Although like most of that era, there's a few issues here and there.
What about Battlefield? Battlefield? I really enjoyed Battlefield.
Is Battlefield the?
It's the one with Morgan Le Fay.
And it ends up with a big purple monster.
That's the one.
Cybermen as well. Cybermen as well. Isn't that one?
Sorry.
Cybermen as well, is that
one? No, that was Silver Menace, I think, something like that.
Ooh. But yes, no, I do like Sylvester McCoy. I found out the other day, and you probably knew this already, I think you guys were talking about Doctor Who books, so I went on a big read around, and I found out, which I didn't know, that Human Nature, that wonderful Tennant episode where he becomes human, was originally a Sylvester McCoy book.
Yeah.
Which I thought was awesome. Because obviously, I was... So Seventh Doctor doesn't always get much love, and so I was a bit like, cool! He had a really cool book adventure. Good for him.
No, I want to give kudos to whoever named themselves Susan and Lee, they rock. Sorry, I need to say that. That's awesome.
Was that good? Was that good for your ego?
It totally was. Needed that today.
I think Susan and Lee, they rock has actually been around quite a while. They've got quite a lot of They've got a lot of Addy Gold. Let me check.
By the way, Peter, we're currently working our way through Unearthly Child with Lanyon.
Unearthly Child. Wow, that's going back.
Yeah, he's enjoying it. We weren't sure if he would, go in for the, sort of black and white, sketchy, shaky camness.
Yeah, well, I guess for somebody his age, it's probably a good introduction.
Yeah, it's it's pretty simpler than the storylines I think now have gotten so complex. We were discussing this actually when you weren't on about how I guess I didn't realize quite how ornery the first Doctor was, and there's that moment when the teachers are in the TARDIS. It's like, what exactly was he going to do with them? I wanted it to be said. So what was his plan? He's like, no, I'm not going to let them go. Come on, what's the logical result? What was he going to do?
He was a dark one, that first Doctor. It was a lot of unanswered questions.
Yeah.
We haven't had an Addy Gold giveaway yet, Susan. Can I pressure you? Can I pressure you for something to bid for people to bid?
Yeah, why don't we do a couple sets of 6 time crystals?
Oh, that would be awesome. Thank you very, very much. All right, guys, so we're going to head to commercial. When we come back, we'll do the last kind of 10-15 minutes of our show, and we'll have an Addy Gold giveaway for, did you say 6 crystals?
Yes, we'll do 2.
Okay, and we'll give away for 6 crystals for a couple of sets, so do check your Addy Gold with the exclamation Addy Gold as well. Thank you very much to Spots Knight, whose donation just appeared up on the screen there, and we'll be back. We'll see you in 60. We're back, and I'm still attacking... Oh, robots. I think this must be one of those, like, Lee's, like, let's attack every monster we've had in the game so far, top level. But we're taking them down. We've only died a few times. So it's all good, people. So we're going to start a giveaway here now for 6 time crystals, and this is going to be an Addy Gold giveaway. I can see lots of you have just checked your Addy Gold. As we can see, it's absolutely the bot has just completely spammed the channel. So if you haven't been here before, the first thing you need to make sure you're doing for a giveaway is follow the channel, because if you're not following the channel, the bot will not pick you. The second thing you need to do, and I will just open this up right now, the second thing you need to do, start raffle, is to buy some tickets for the raffle, and you can buy as many tickets as you want up to the amount of Addy Gold that you have. So if you've got 150 Addy Gold, you could buy 150 tickets, but you don't have to. You can buy 10, 20, 30. And the way you do that is you do ! raffle ticket space and then the number of tickets you want. So Let's Play Nintendo Ita has just bought himself 26 tickets by typing ! raffle ticket 26. We're gonna have 2 winners for this raffle, and each of them will win 6 time crystals courtesy of Tiny Roll Games and Susan here. This giveaway is not sponsored by Twitch, of course. This is just between me, you, and Tiny Rebel Games. And good luck to everyone. Obviously, the more tickets you buy, the more chance that you will be a winner, but nothing is guaranteed. There you go. I've done my small print.
You've got very good at it.
I feel like one of those guys on the radio. You know, in TV, you watch like a TV advert, and they just kind of put the small print at the bottom, and so you just kind of ignored it. But on the radio, they always kind of like, and now you can get car insurance, and then the guy's kind of like, oh, and then there's terms and conditions, and they have to like get it out within like 5 seconds flat.
That's what happened to the guys who used to do movie trailers. It's funny. It just occurred to me the other day. We were watching an old movie trailer, for something, it's back in the '80s. Where they have, in a time when there was no, that voice that you like sort of iconically think of for movie trailers. Like, what happened to them?
Oh yeah.
And I guess that's where they went. They went to radio.
Right, I shall carry on whacking it. So what's the plan this week, Susan? What? Obviously, you've got the next episode coming up. Is that what you're working on?
That's the main thing. Yeah, Lee and I have been playing it a lot today. To just make sure everything's in good shape for this weekend, for Sunday night. And we're already hard at work on like the week past that and the week past that too. So that's been the main thing.
Fantastic. So I'm just healing myself up to try and make sure I don't die again on stream, because that would be terrible if that was to occur. What about you, Pete? What's going on for the world in the BBC?
Peter's birthday is Monday. I think we need a happy.
So, it's my birthday on Monday, so I'm gonna have a long weekend, which is gonna be great. But I still have to sort out the Doctor Who quiz, which is obviously on the whoknowswho.tv. And I'm going to give you a question from it, if you bear with me. Where are we? But apart from that, next week, wow, lots of approvals things. The episode that takes place next week, rather than this week, it's called Listen. And it's a little bit unusual. Woo. Yeah, it's a little bit unusual. I think you're right.
With that, I don't know if Lee did Lee speak about the fact that the content for next weekend is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a drop from it, but Peter, I don't know if you want to mention anything or...
No, that's fine. There is a drop. There is a character that we can't reveal.
Yeah.
Who I think you'll like. Like.
He's a very cool character.
Yeah, we might never see him again, but
don't spoil me. I'll hurt you.
That's enough.
Well, no, but the point of bringing it up is the fact that you'll understand when you see the show. I think it's going to be a brilliant episode, but it's not. One of the things that you've seen in season 7, 6, and 5 as you've gone backwards is that some episodes make a hell of a lot of sense for Doctor Who Legacy Level 1. Some episodes don't, or aren't really focused on the sort of things you could reconcile with the gem mechanic. And that's one of those episodes. And so what we're actually going to do, which is quite cool, is we're going to go backwards to Into the Dalek, and you're going to see sort of a part 2 of Into the Dalek with some of the other enemies, the antibodies that you saw in the Into the Dalek episode.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's
which
nice.
will be really neat. So the drop will be relevant to episode 4, but the content itself that we'll be playing through will actually be from episode 2.
Cool.
So
Very nice. Nice.
I can actually reveal one of the questions that will be available for the quiz tomorrow night, or Sunday morning for us, it's a picture question. Doesn't work so well on this, but I'm sure you'll guess what it is. This creature is trying to impersonate the Fourth Doctor. What's its name?
You know we can't see you, yeah?
That's fine. Answer number 1.
Well,
Is it Megalos? Answer number 2. Is it Hypnos? Answer number 3. Is it Cactus? Or answer number 4. Is it Dave? Well,
Go on,
I'll
Addy.
come on to you.
you've lost me completely. I don't know what you're talking about. What?
You need to play the quiz. It's a quiz. It's a multiple choice quiz, so there are 4 answers.
Hang on, but which character? I can't see any pictures.
Meglos seems to be the preferred answer.
If you play the quiz, you'll see the picture. It says this creature is trying to impersonate the Fourth Doctor.
Is it the cactus one?
Is
The
it
cactus-faced
Meglos?
doctor?
I tell you what, let me give you a question that's not based on the picture question. It will be much better.
While he's finding another question, this week I am playing on the channel. Obviously, we've got Doctor Who Legacy next Thursday. We've got the Doctor Who episode review immediately after the episode on Saturday night. Obviously, if you're not in the UK, you might want to stay away from that one. I'm working my way through Hearthstone at the moment and The Last of Us on separate streams. And recently, we've started doing random simulators as well. So I carefully bored everyone. Well, no, I didn't bore everyone actually. We did some Euro Truck Simulator, The Quest for Matthias. Matthias is one of our regular viewers here, and he lives over the other side of the world in Germany, and I live in the UK, so I've been driving my truck to Germany, and along with lots of silly songs and crashing along the way. So if you've been enjoying what you've seen, do join us for Doctor Who Legacy next week, but you can also join me for various other bits and bobs throughout the week as well. Do you have us a question?
I do. So, what 2 words does Rose tell Donna to say to the Doctor? Are they Bad Wolf?
It's Bad Wolf, isn't it?
Watch out, turn back, or you smell?
Oh, it's
Oh,
you
no,
smell.
I wish it was you.
you smell.
I wish it was you smell. That would have been awesome if it was you smell. You know, just like, you know, sending a message across 2 different universes just to go, I think you stink.
By the way, Peter, I liked the question that had Georgie as an answer.
Well,
I enjoyed that one.
you might find yourself in one of those answers. It's a lot of work.
He would be flattered.
I have to come up with 150 alternative answers for all of these questions, so it's...
One of the answers could be like Lee's monologue.
Lee's monologues are legendary. They're mythological in their
They
length.
have their own hashtag.
What?
Do they?
Yeah, someone
Wow.
had a hashtag.
Surely, there is a book.
I have to... Yeah, I've got it in my bathroom. Makes for good reading.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys, I'm going to close the giveaway in 60 seconds time. So we're going to have 2 sets of 6-time crystals given away. This is an Addy Gold giveaway. So you need to do exclamation mark raffle ticket space and the amount of tickets you wish to buy. Your 60-second clock has begun. I will be turning off the giveaway at 9:42 my time. So last call for a chance to win big. Oh, and I won the level. Woo! Everything's timing rather nice.
Well done.
I just got through the Season 7 Endurance, and next I'm going through the Season 6 Endurance, but I will save that for next time. If you are a winner in the giveaway, of course, I will pass your name on to Susan, and she will message you through a Twitch direct message your prize, so good luck to everybody. Excuse me, Okay, that is 9:42 my time. Let's do it then. The raffle is closing. And I shall start the bow selector. There you are. You can see all of the names going past there. We have 22,000 Addy Gold tickets sold for this particular giveaway.
That's not bad.
Great Scott. 1.21 tickets. And just looking for some big numbers. Oh, someone's put over 2,000 in just by themselves.
Wow.
That person must be sitting there going, must upgrade, Rose, must upgrade, Rose. Someone's put 500 in there. Someone, looks like iPurple Ninja has started a trend of everyone putting in 1 ticket at a time. Thank you, iPurple Ninja. Remind me to give you beatings later. That'll go well. Okay, so 2 winners. 2 winners. Good luck to everybody, but the first 2 names out of the hat are... Oh, yeah! Huckleberry, regular follower, regular viewer, and now I think we can say regular winner as well. Congratulations to you. You have got yourself 6 time crystals, and I shall message your name across to
Lee.
Susan.
Lee, actually. I'm still sitting.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
I shall message you to... Okay, well, your voice is sounding particularly beautiful today, Lee. And secondly and finally... oh, hello, it's my cat. Hello, my cat.
Yeah.
Did you want to win some tickets as well? Oh, you did? Okay, well, I'll ask Susan after the stream and see if she can give you some crystals, okay? But they're not very edible and they don't taste like fish. Okay, anyway, our second and final winner is... Oh, yeah! Detective 400. Congratulations, Detective 400. You have also got yourself... meow, T2. You've also got yourself... 6 time crystal, so I've been completely thrown by my cat here. Have you ever seen Mike? I don't know, my cat hasn't sat behind me for a while, so he hasn't spent much time on stream. Here he is, meowing away. This is his way of saying, Addy...
Show him some love.
He's saying, Addy, you've been on stream for 1 hour 45 minutes now, and in that time you have not fed me once, which is unacceptable. So I shall go and do that.
Well, this was a blast, everybody. I have some promo codes. They're out. Congratulations to the winners.
And thank you so much for everyone in the LC who's watching, and I hope you've had a great time. If you aren't yet following the channel, please do. And you can follow me on Twitch, which you hopefully already are, YouTube and Twitter, and I know I've missed one, and Facebook as well, if you want up-to-date news on when I'm streaming and when videos are going out. Susan, did you want to do the customary plug?
Oh, sure. Obviously, check out our website at DWL which has a new player guide, which I've been pushing people to a lot who've had sort of really basic questions. Eventually, I'll be pushing them to Addy's new video. And you can also go to facebook.com/DrLegacy, twitter.com/DrLegacy. The main places to find out everything that's going on in the game. There's a forum on our website, too. And I think that's it.
Cool. And for all of you in the posse, do watch this space for the new posse merchandise coming out, which we are working on. And yeah, it's all going very well. For any new members of the posse, we'll probably do announcements and like welcomes and stuff on Saturday after the Doctor Who show, probably, although we haven't finished discussing that. But that is it. You, my friends, have been fantastic. Susan, you have been fantastic. Pete, you have been fantastic. And you know what? So was I. So good night, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.